What's up, good people?
Tree Troopers!
It's been a minute. Dakota and I, we haven't gotten out since
Aruba.
Oh, yeah, we did. We went out in Aruba, but you ain't seen that yet. But yeah, Dakota and I, we were in Aruba a couple weeks ago, and we did do some off-roading while we were there. But in the States, we haven't done anything since we went cross-country. But today, we are in Tennessee. We decided to do some off-roading up here, and we are at Prentice Cooper. So if you remember, a while back, we tried to come up to Prentice Cooper with Will B, but it was closed. So this is our second chance to do it. So we're gonna let you know and record a little on the way so that you can see what this place is all about. So more to come. Guess what we're doing? Any guesses? We're airing down the tires so that we can go over these bumpy roads. It really does help a lot, y'all. So once you get to Prentice Cooper, you have to drive about 1.5 miles before you get to Haley Road and then turn right. And Haley Road is the intermediate trail. So far, that main road as well as Haley Road looks like a dirt road. Haley Road is just a little narrower.
We got a friend who has a 2-wheel drive 4Runner.
You know who you are.
For a little while I was like, yeah, you could definitely do this. But there's a sign that says
4x4 only.
And brother, I don't know if you're gonna be able to make it. So far, I would definitely say you could do it.
Yeah, but then it's not just that. There's a $130 fine if you don't have a 4x4. So clearly, it's gonna get better than this. But I'm waiting, y'all. Look at this trail, bro. This is literally, it has a slight decline, a couple little ruts, but it's a dirt road. Dakota could come down here in his BMW.
Nuh-uh.
This is kind of beautiful, y'all. So Dakota and I, we were just discussing, and you can see him back up there with the truck. That the trail isn't that bad. It definitely looks like it's about to get a little more challenging, but the beautiful thing about off-roading is that it allows you to go beyond, you know, the regular 4-lane roads and see what you wouldn't normally be able to see. Like if we were just in Chattanooga, we would have no idea. We know that the Tennessee River runs through, but we would have no idea that this little river is back here. So yeah, we doing it. So Haley Road finally gets exciting. We get to do our first river crossing. Well, I guess water crossing is not much of a river. And then mud puddle after mud puddle. If you like going through mud puddles and getting your rig dirty, make sure you check out some of the side spurs off of Haley Road. It's so much fun. The road's a little more narrow and mud puddles. So the road is blocked. So Dakota decided to go off the off-road path onto this little this little trail. So I am right now sitting in the middle of 2 trees. You see one really close right here. I'm not letting my window down because there's a giant spider out there. And on the other side of Dakota's door, there's another tree. So we kind of squeezed through the middle of this. And he went walking down that way to see what the path looked like. We can see where the path is supposed to go, but he had to see if we could make it through here, because what I didn't want to do was to get down here, not be able to make it through, and then have to try to do a 3-point turn drive over some trees kind of business to get out. So he did the right thing per my advice, and yeah, we're about to see. I feel like I got spiders on me, y'all. It's spiders all over the place. This is gonna be called Spider Cooper. Prentice Cooper has been renamed Spider Cooper.
We've ended up in some pretty tight ones. And right now, behind me, if you can see that tree right above my head, that tree is blocking the road. So we decided that we were going to turn around. And then I saw this little bitty passing that you can see now. And so Frank is wedged in pretty good. We're talking like mirror width between two trees. And Sonia was like, you should probably try to walk that. So I got out the truck, walked around, and sure enough, I didn't make it through. And as tight as this is, I think I'm gonna try to do it. And you can see my sliders. You can see my sliders are right up, coming on the edge of this tree on this side. But I got plenty of clearance on this side. As crazy as that sounds. Knock my mirror in on that side, but you know, that's what it's supposed to do. And we cleared on that side. So it's a little tight, but we should be able to make it. And again, this is the tree that is blocking the road. Well, I guess it's a series of trees that are blocking the road up there. So I'm gonna try to squeeze us in and get us around this next obstacle.
We made it.
Yeah.
We made it.
That wasn't too bad. It's really tight and technical. So I gotta get ready to go out and do a walk around because we hit a few things and I need to make sure I didn't do too much damage to the truck.
So Dakota did not damage the truck. And I'm glad he didn't damage the truck. But I was kind of secretly hoping that there would be just a little bit of damage. So I wouldn't feel bad about when I damaged the truck in the parking garage. I literally broke the truck. Like, everything about it. The rear of it. I did it.
Situation.
What's the situation?
The right rear driver tire. The right rear driver tire is going flat.
Like flat?
Yeah. Looking like it's like 10 PSI. So we got to get somewhere where I can air with whatever it is we got in the truck. It ain't looking healthy.
Okay. So we just hope that it's literally just air, because I would hate to have to change the tire out here.
Yeah.
It's all these spiders.
It ain't even that. I don't have a high lift.
That's actually on the list to get. Clearly it's gotten elevated on the list. The high lift just got elevated. Y'all know one of the really awesome things about off-roading with Dakota is that I get a pass on a lot of stuff. And I love it. I love it. Dakota really is a man's man. I never feel afraid or scared because I know that Dakota has my back.
Hey!
I guess I'll stop talking good about him because he's back and it's not as exciting when he's right here. So Dakota just drove through this and we were literally like leaning over. This is where the truck drug along the side of the dirt.
This is one of the few times I had to use the front and the rear locker.
So y'all, we had to get out and walk it again. Yeah. So I think I'm taking it back. Prentice Cooper is not just a dirt road. We've had to get out and walk a couple times. I had to get out and Marshall, and I will say I did a horrible job.
We got some coaching we got to do.
It was rough. It was rough. I can say that I'm not fully aware of the limitations of the truck, so it made it difficult. Dakota was like, oh, I can run over that? I was like, oh, I ain't know. I was trying to get you around it. So,
it's a lot of bugs.
Yeah, all these rocks, you see where Frank is up there. We're about to walk you and show you what Frank has to come down right now. Can you be careful? I say that, the one recording and walking at the same time.
So this is the line we're going to take.
So this is the, I don't know what you drive, but if you can get over it, you're a better truck than Frank, is that line. This is the line we're going to take. Still reputable, but now I don't know. We'll have to ask Dakota when I get back in the truck what configuration he was in. If he had lockers on, what? I had to back up because I don't want to get ran over, y'all. Oh, so this is the last part, y'all. This is the, I don't know what kind of truck you are, and this is the, Frank's gonna take this line over here.
Right, we're taking the easy line. Come on, Frank. I don't even know what I got over.
So, coming down, we're pretty much on the control arm. Very little space between it. So, we're building up so that we can get some height under it. And once we go back, what we'll probably have to do is build up in front of the tire to give us a little more height. You agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
As you can see, we're sitting on the differential or close to it. So I wanted to make sure we did a good build up so that we could try to get this passenger tire to clear that rock. And if we do that, we should be okay.
So here we go, you guys. I collected Dakota some more rocks, put them in this area, and he's taking them back to continue to build this step area so that when he comes down off of the rock, there won't be such a huge drop and we won't run the risk of damaging the under part of the truck. There's so many bugs out here. So let's see what Dakota's doing up there. So what you got?
For all of the people who ain't ever really gone off-road, ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of rock buildup. It is a part of the overland off-roading experience.
And this is what we learned at Overland East, y'all.
Yep.
Without Overland East, I would have known to do this.
Right.
So here we go. He's about to back up so he can get off his control arm. And we'll see. This is why it's so important to go slow when you do stuff. Got your lockers on? There you go. There you go. Okay.
All right, so what I'm planning to do is to take a different line, and I'm going to use this rock and the kick-out slider to push the back of the truck.
To pivot around?
To pivot around the rock. So we can come down without going inside of this rut.
So we're going to get on this line right here. That's the goal.
That's the goal.
So I am not going to film as I try to marshal because I cannot walk and chew bubblegum. So, okay. Once we get down, y'all will see it. So what we got?
So we pressed the rock all the way up until it hit the rim, which is wowing.
Slid all the way.
Use the hell out
slider.
Use the slider for its intended purposes. Shout out to Rocky Ridge. Slider tested, Nakota approved.
So after all of that, we are done. Done. We got out. We didn't damage anything. We were close.
Yeah, we used a lot of the stuff that we put on the truck for safety.
We did not use a winch though.
We did not use a winch.
So today,
Tree Troopers,
we conquered
Prentice Cooper.
Yes.
Boom. You see it, guys?
We did it.
We did that one.
We did it. Initially, we thought it was, you know, kind of soft, but
we was giving it like a level 2, level 3. Sonya said level 6.
Yeah, and I mean, I still don't think it was horrible. It wasn't like terrible.
It wasn't a hard
It wasn't terribly technical. If you stay on the path, we did get off the path a little bit.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. But in getting off the path, we did have to work a little and move some rocks. You see all these
sweat marks.
Sweat marks.
It's a man. It's a man.
The underboob sweat marks. So manly.
So
but
manly.
Yeah, we were both sweating. We had sweat pouring. But I would highly recommend, if you're in the Chattanooga, Tennessee, North Georgia area, to take a trip over here. Even when we were at Cloudland Canyon last October, we tried to do this show with Will B, but they were closed for hunting.
Right.
So, highly recommend off-roading.
Yeah.
If you just finished watching this video and you liked it, you had fun, you want to see more, give a thumbs up.
But more importantly, subscribe and send it to somebody else.
Yeah.